Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us for our inaugural North County Food Bank Community Champion Awards. A salute to our COVID-19 heroes. My name is Jim Flores. I'm the President and CEO of the San Diego Food Bank and our North County Food Bank chapter. And it is my pleasure to welcome you to our virtual event. We welcome everyone joining us online and our presenting sponsors who are here on site with us this evening to be presenting awards. The Food Bank's 2020 Community Champion Awards, a salute to our COVID-19 heroes, is a virtual celebration to honor individuals and organizations who have generously donated time, talent, and funds to support the important work of the North County Food Bank during the pandemic. Tonight also commemorates 5 years of the program and services of the North County Food Bank and our efforts, expanded efforts here in North County. Since the COVID-19 pandemic reached our community in mid-March, the North County Food Bank received extraordinary support from individuals and organizations seeking to do their part to help families facing food insecurity as a result of the pandemic. Thank you for joining us this evening as we honor this year's awardees. First, I'd like to introduce Dale Ganzow, the chair of the North County Food Bank's Advisory Board. Dale?
Thanks, Jim. It's a real pleasure to be here this evening. North County Food Bank is such a vital resource to North County, families in need, and it's an honor to be on the advisory board. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of the outstanding members of the advisory board that I serve with for their tireless service for the North County Food Bank's mission. You'll see a slide of all those advisory board members, but I'd like to mention each one of them right now by name. Molly Addington, Eric Bruvald, Doug Clark, Steve Klapik, Jerry Dressel, Tanya Duggan, Jim Greeley, Vineet Gupta, Michael Hadlin, Kevin Ham, April Hamilton, Juanita Hayes, Ed Johnson, Virginia Morris, Anne-Marie Mowat, Carmen Skipworth, Amber Trevroot. I want to thank everybody for your outstanding service. It's a pleasure to serve with you. Now it's my pleasure to give it back to Jim. Thanks, Jim.
Thanks, Dale. It's really a pleasure to be here this evening, and the North County Food Bank is so fortunate to have you as the leader of our North County Advisory Board. Now it's my pleasure to recognize tonight's title sponsor, the Rincon Band of Lusueno Indians. I have the pleasure of introducing a very close and dear friend, Bo Mazzetti, who is the tribal chairman of Rincon. I can't tell you how important Rincon has been and instrumental to our success since we've taken over the North County Food Bank. A few years ago at our gala up here when Bo was welcoming our guests, Bo said something to me that just has stuck with me. He said at one time we were one of the largest recipients of food bank programs and services, and now we don't forget where we came from, and we're giving back. So a close dear friend, not only of myself, but the North County Food Bank, please join me in welcoming Tribal Chairman Bo Mazzetti.
Thank you, Jim. Appreciate it. On behalf of the Rincon Tribe, we're proud to be able to help sponsor the North County Food Bank. Like Jim said, wasn't many years ago that we were on the recipients of the assistance that the folks provided. On behalf of my tribe and myself, we're now proud that we could help and share and help others. I think we all know these times are unique, very unique. More and more folks are out of work, they're having less work, and there's a food shortage. So we all need to get behind the North County Food Bank and help where you can. Again, on behalf of my tribe, my people, we're very proud to be the title sponsor for this year. Thank you very much, Jim. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Bo, for all your steadfast support for our important work up here. Now I'd like to recognize tonight's presenting sponsor, Tri-City Medical Center. Tri-City is another great partner that has been instrumental to our success in the North County region. They have supported a number of our events. They've been a stellar supporter of our Food for Kids backpack program, and it's an exciting announcement that as we're asking everybody who's logging on tonight to make contributions, Tri-City Hospital will match all donations up to $25,000. So I believe we have a short video from Tri-City.
Hi, my name is Aaron Bizak, and I'm the Chief External Affairs Officer for Tri-City Medical Center. We are proud partners of the North County Food Bank through our Coastal Commitment Initiative, which stands for Community Outreach and Support through Active Leadership. We're also thankful for the opportunity to be here tonight for the Community Champions Awards. We all know that the COVID-19 pandemic has created unique challenges for many of our friends and neighbors, and we're so thankful to have a resource like the North County Food Bank in our region to help us meet their needs. That's why tonight we would like to offer our further support by matching up to a grand total of $25,000 of any donations or any gifts that are made tonight. We're so thankful again to be partners with the North County Food Bank. We thank you and each and every one of you for everything that you do, and please always know that Tri-City is here for you in your time of need.
Fantastic. A round of applause for Tri-City, please. And just a reminder, Tri-City is matching all donations up to $25,000, and all donations even after tonight up to $25,000 designated to the North County Food Bank. Now I have the pleasure of kind of giving a State of the Union for the North County Food Bank and talk about some of our achievements in the North County region, and perhaps more importantly what we've done since the beginning of the COVID-19 crisis back in the middle of March. So I have a PowerPoint, and I think we'll go to the slides. San Diego Food Bank, the mothership was founded in 1977. We've been serving San Diego County for over 40 years. And the photo you see here on the slide is a photo of our North County, or our Miramar facility, our main mothership facility, and then a photo of our new location here in the North County, located here in Vista. We acquired the North County Food Bank back in 2015. So there's Miramar. There's Vista, and again, we went from a 5,000 square foot facility to a 40,000 square foot facility, and also the North County Food Bank also serves as our regional diaper bank for all of our diaper distributions throughout the county. Our efforts up in North County were really threefold. We had always served North County, but we needed to expand our services. We saw there were many people, a lot of needs were going unmet, and so we needed a hub up in North County, and around that time we were looking for that hub. We had this opportunity to acquire the North County Food Bank from North County Community Services. So phase one was our acquisition of the North County Food Bank. Phase two was to move into this facility where we're located today in Vista, but this is a temporary location. And then the big plan is that to conduct a capital campaign for a large facility that'll be a multi-purpose facility. Next slide, please. You know, a number of attributes that we do not have in this facility, but a Clothing Choice Pantry, the Regional Diaper Bank, Teaching Kitchen Nutrition Center, Social Services Hub, Community Learning Garden, Learning Center. Really what we want to achieve is wraparound services, because for our service population, if they're suffering from food insecurity, there's probably a whole host of other issues that they're challenged with. So the idea is to bring in other nonprofit agencies who have different services but a different service population, and really have that wraparound approach, one-stop shopping for people to get the assistance they need, so then they are freed up to go to school, go to work, and be able to work hard to lift their families out of poverty and become self-sufficient. There's a wide variety of food bank programs that we do throughout the county. Here's a quick snapshot of those. Our Food to Nonprofits program. That's the program where we provide food to more than 500 nonprofits countywide. Our Emergency Food Assistance Program, which serves about 100,000 people a month. Neighborhood Distribution, which is our fresh produce. Last year we did about 14 million pounds of fresh produce. Our senior program, seniors get a 36-pound box of nutritious food. We have about 15,000 seniors on that program. CalFresh Outreach, many of you know that better as food stamps. Nationally it's called SNAP. In California it's called CalFresh. Food rescue, so much food waste in the country and in the community. It's our job is to capture as much of that food as possible and turn it around quickly to people in need. We mentioned the diaper bank program. We've been doing that for about 3 years. We're typically distributing about 500,000 diapers a month. Our Food for Kids backpack program, which is a program that helps children whose last meal of the week is on Friday. They have lunch through a federal program called the Free and Reduced Lunch Program. These kids eat on Friday, and then they go all weekend without eating, don't eat again until they come back on Monday. The backpack program is pretty simple. You give the kids a backpack of nutritious food on Friday, gets them through the weekend, and Monday they come back to school ready to learn. On-the-go pantry for junior high and high school students, and then our college hunger relief program. Proud to tell you that we have a relationship, a food pantry in every college campus in San Diego County. We've seen statistics as high as 40% of all college students are food insecure. And it's hard to get an education if you're not able to eat. Next slide, please. So this is kind of Food Bank 101. This is how we feed so many people a month. We have 200 distributions that we do each month, strategically located throughout the county. We usually partner with a nonprofit, a community center, senior center, community center. And then one of the parts that I love the most about the San Diego Food Bank is that we provide food to more than 500 nonprofits. So for you logging on tonight, if you know of a nonprofit that has a feeding program, more likely than not, they're getting the majority of food from the San Diego Food Bank or North County Food Bank. Of those 500 nonprofit partners, more than 130 of those are located right here in North County. You know, pre-COVID, Food Bank by the numbers, countywide, we were feeding about 350,000 people a month, which is a huge number. Last year, we did about 43 million pounds of food countywide, and that senior program, the number is actually closer to 15,000, receiving those very important food boxes. Backpack program, about 2,800 kids pre-COVID, and about 14 school districts, and then volunteerism, which is the lifeblood of the organization. Volunteers are sorting and packaging food. In fact, they're at our Miramar facility right now, getting ready for distribution tomorrow. We have over 30,000 volunteer visits a year. Most people, you know, associate food banks with feeding the homeless. And while we do serve the homeless, it's about 5% of our service population. So the way our service population breaks down, children living in poverty, working poor families, the homeless, active duty military, which was a surprise to me when I came to the food bank, and seniors living on a fixed income. Next, please. And then we had COVID, and I don't think any of us could have seen COVID coming. So pre-COVID, as I mentioned, we were feeding about 350,000 people a month, about 84,000 of those in North County. And then quickly, that number jumped to 600,000 people, and we were feeding nearly 150,000 people a month just in North County alone. So our COVID response, I'm very proud of our agency and how well we were able to pivot and adapt and overcome. It's kind of in our DNA, being a local organization. We're used to being assessing needs in the community and creating quick strategies to solve problems. So phase one, we were talking to all of our nonprofit partners, and what they were telling us, our lines have doubled, our lines have tripled at our distributions. So our first goal of phase one was get as much food out as possible, get those out to those nonprofit agencies. And so we distributed nearly 700,000 pounds in about 2 weeks just to our nonprofit partners. All of our other distributions are taking place, all those 200 other distributions taking place. But again, we just want to get a lot of food out in the community to help those agencies meet that spike in demand. Then phase two, we elected to try some of those mass distributions that we all saw on TV, the media that loves those mass distributions. And while they served a purpose, they're not really what we normally do. And we committed to four. We did one at the stadium in Mission Valley, Del Mar Fairgrounds, Southwestern College, one at Grossmont Center. The problem with those mass distributions, you can really only serve about 1,000 cars effectively, 1,000 families. But 4,000 show up. And so people wait in line, even though if you promote the fact that it's only the first 1,000 cars that will receive food, they still are there. So you have a large number of people that wait, yet they don't go home with food. And that just breaks our heart. That is really away from our goal of complete client dignity. That's been a long-term goal of ours. And so we decided, okay, we're going to do those 4 distributions, but we need to go back to our grassroots. We need to go back to the neighborhood model, that neighborhood distribution model that really allows people to find a food distribution near their home, get the food they need to feed their family with complete dignity. So that brought us to phase 3, and that's our super pantry program and expansion of our mobile pantry fleet. Next slide. Next slide. So what we did is we took 35 of our 500 nonprofits and we supersized them. We turned them into super pantries. And the idea behind those super pantries is that they're high volume, high frequency distribution sites located in strategic areas. And our goal is just to push as much food as possible through those sites. The other 465 agencies that we work with, all those distributions, all that work is still going on, but these are high volume sites that people can go to, and as I mentioned, in key areas of need, and try to get a lot of food and try to meet that need. So to help our agencies be able to adapt and to be able to handle the huge need, we did a $20,000 capacity grant to each of those agencies, about $700,000, so they could build their infrastructure, pallet jacks, refrigeration units, storage facilities, vehicles, whatever they need to really be able to meet that huge demand. What I love about that is that not only helps us during the COVID crisis, but after the COVID crisis, we've strengthened our infrastructure. We've strengthened our, can we go back to that last slide, please? We've strengthened our distribution model and our supply chain. So long term, we've really enhanced that. And then we also did another round of grants to other agencies that did not apply to be a super pantry. So as of today, we've done over $1 million of capacity grants just to our nonprofit partners. So there's a quick graphic of all the super pantries. If you can see it closely on your screen, the little green dots or the gray dots, I'm sorry, are all of our agencies, and then the green ones are those super pantries. And I think, next slide, you can see the actual specific agencies that we're working with. They're the North County agencies that we have turned into super pantries. In fact, here's a list of those. I think there's about 13. So it's about a third of our super pantries are located in the North County region. So here are a couple quick stats. One of the things that we found here at the North County Food Bank is that we have a client choice pantry, which is kind of like a market where people can come and shop and get the food that they need to feed their families, all for free. Well, we were typically, before COVID, seeing about 50 families a week. Well, COVID hit and that number spiked. So our North County staff took it upon themselves to start a pop-up drive-through distribution in the parking lot. And so seeing about 200 to 300 cars per day, between 1,000 and 1,500 cars a week. Well, one of those mass distributions down at the stadium serves 1,000 cars. But with this model, you never see more than 2 to 3 cars at a time. It's totally mellow. It takes drive-ups and walk-ups, and that's one of the problems of the big mass distributions down at the stadium, say, because they don't take walk-ups. And people who are low income and are struggling, they may not have a car. So that's not the best way to go about feeding people with dignity. And as I mentioned, this North County model became the model for all of our super pantries. And typically, I think we're serving about 120,000 people a month just through those super pantries with complete client dignity. We also expanded our mobile pantry fleet because we had none of our agencies in the backcountry actually applied to be super pantries. They didn't have the bandwidth to do that. So we needed to expand our ability to be able to reach people in the backcountry and also other gaps in service. Our mobile pantries typically used also on the college campuses and serving military, going into military housing, but they've been instrumental in our serving people back in the backcountry. So I like my numbers, COVID-19 by the numbers. So, you know, we were challenged because volunteers are a huge part of our supply chain. And, you know, a typical year, over 30,000 volunteer visits. And, you know, every nonprofit's going to tell you that volunteerism is the lifeblood of their organization. With the San Diego Food Bank, they are an integral part of that supply chain. They package, they sort the food, get it ready for those distributions. So now the COVID hits, and a big part of our volunteer force are a lot of companies, a lot of groups that come in to do community service. They do team building. those variety of things. Well, they all canceled. We had about 1,500 cancellations in the first 2 weeks. And so we were trying to decide, well, how are we going to handle this? How are we going to be able to sort all this food? We have this huge increase in demand, and how are we going to meet that? And some food banks throughout the state of California actually resorted to having to use the National Guard. And we're like, well, that could be a last resort, but let's just put a plea out to San Diegans to support their local food bank and come and volunteer as individuals. And they heeded that call. And as you can see by that slide, over 24,000 volunteer visits just since the beginning of the pandemic. We had to make some alterations to safeguard our volunteers. Shifts are usually 40. We had to reduce them to 20. Masks, gloves, social spacing, all the things we needed to safeguard those volunteers. But we're turning volunteers away, and San Diego really rallied to their local food bank. Also, part of our efforts, our senior program, obviously that's a vulnerable population. There are concerns about seniors not being able to go and get their food box. So we partner with a group called Team Rubicon, and they're retired military, police, and fire. It's a national organization, and they're dispatched to major disasters. So we partner with Team Rubicon. We set up a call center, and a lot of seniors were still finding a way to get their food box. A lot of them are drive-through, so the seniors never have to leave their car. We just put it in their trunk. But we started calling the seniors that weren't picking up their boxes. And so we called them. We reminded them they could send a proxy because they don't physically have to get that. They could send a proxy, a senior that says, oh, my son-in-law could come get the box. That may have been the best part about the calls, but they made over 25,000 calls, delivered almost 2,500 boxes, had a couple vans. So it was a fantastic way of making sure that seniors, one of the most vulnerable populations, were getting the food they need. We also responded to the schools. There's a program you may have heard of, Free and Reduced Lunch. It's a federal program, and a lot of our service population, the only meals these kids have are breakfast and lunch at school. So in the spring and then throughout the summer, these kids aren't in school, so they're not getting those meals. So we partnered with 8 school districts at 47 different sites, and they were doing takeaway breakfast and lunch. And once a week we show up, food bank truck, do a mass distribution of about 40 or 50 pounds of great very fresh produce or shelf-stable food, and we distributed about 1.4 million pounds during those distributions. And to add 47 weekly distribution sites on all the work we were already doing, it was a pretty incredible feat, and just a tip of the hat to the program staff and our drivers to be able to accommodate that. So, North County Food Bank, as we mentioned, we are the regional diaper bank, and because we're the volume of diapers that we're distributing throughout the county, we didn't have the room for it down in Miramar, so we turned the North County Food Bank into our regional diaper bank, our diaper hub. And so countywide, just since the middle of March, we distributed over 5 million diapers. About 500,000 diapers a month, but we've had some months that were more. I think May was a record-breaking month, and we distributed over 850,000 diapers. People who have never had to ask for help, who've never had to ask for food assistance, and maybe they both lost their jobs and they have young kids, diapers are very expensive. So that was a great area of hardship for these young families. So these diapers were instrumental in helping them. And as you can see, we distributed 1.25 million diapers just in the North County region since the middle of March. Food purchases. We're spike in demand, we need more food. A lot of the food drives ended, and so in a typical year, 52 weeks, the San Diego Food Bank and our North County Food Bank chapter, we spent about $1 million in food purchases. So 52 weeks, $1 million. In October, we hit $8 million in food purchases. That is crazy. That's something that pre-pandemic, if you would have said we would have spent this much money on food purchases, we would have told you that you're crazy. And that number should hit about 10 million before the end of the calendar year. It's San Diego donors that made that possible. It's San Diego donors that made those $1 million of capacity grants possible. We could not have done this if it wasn't this San Diego community and people being very generous with financial contributions, and they really are partnering with us to help us get through the pandemic. So we've distributed, and this number is probably, since we did it this afternoon, this number is probably already out of date. We've distributed about 37 million pounds of food since the middle of March. If you go back two fiscal years ago, 18-19, we distributed 32 million pounds of food. 19-20, which just finished June 30, we were tracking to do about 36 million pounds of food, but with just 3 months of COVID, we actually did 43 million pounds of food. And we have distributed more than 37 million pounds of food just since the middle of March. Pre-COVID, we were distributing about 3 million pounds a month. I think our peak month so far has been about 5.8 million pounds of food. So just an incredible amount of food. You know, we have, this facility is 40,000 square feet. Our main facility is 90,000 square feet. We've actually had to rent another warehouse of 70,000 square feet to be able to handle the volume of food that we're getting out in the community. And it's not sitting there. We're rotating this food through very quickly. And North County Food Bank distributed nearly 10 million pounds just since the beginning of the COVID crisis, which is a tall feat, and a tip of the hat for Wendy and her crew in working so hard. So feeding about 600,000 people a month now, countywide, nearly 150,000 people a month here in North County, and we don't think this is going away anytime soon. Certainly if we had a vaccine tomorrow and COVID went away by the weekend, we'd still have an economic turn down that could be with us for years. And so we're bracing for a marathon. We're bracing for at least a couple years to deal with and support this huge need. So what I'm really excited about is thank you. Again, we're only as good as the people who support us. There's a phrase about it takes a community to feed a community. So really that's what tonight is about. It's not only to thank all these donors who've given financially, and hopefully some more tonight with that Tri-City match, but also all the community groups, all the elected officials, all the different people that have rallied around the North County Food Bank to ensure that we can meet the need and the spike in need here in our community. So it is now, here, look at that little cute curtain. It's now my pleasure to start today's Community Champions program. So our first category, we have 9 categories. Our first category is the Diaper Donor Hero Award. So this award is sponsored by San Diego Gas and Electric, which is a great supporter of the San Diego Food Bank and our Diaper Bank program, and SDG&E is for many, many years has been a partner through our summer food drives, our events, and grants just to help people, especially during wildfires, and people are affected by wildfires. So our first recipient is Boo Diapers. Boo Diapers has donated 40,000 diapers to the North County Food Bank to distribute to families in need. This is the value of this donation is $15,000. Boo's bamboo diapers, that's hard to say, are designed to minimize their environmental footprint. Boo diapers decompose over 60% in just 75 days compared to 500 years for a traditional disposable diaper. They contain no harsh chemicals, and the company supports nonprofits worldwide. We have a brief video on Boo Diapers.
Hello, San Diego Food Bank. It's Jake from Boo Diapers. Thank you guys so much for the honor and recognition for this year's donations. I would say the trophy is probably one of my favorite things about it, so I'm really, really excited for that. But we are so happy to be a part of your organization. You guys have such an incredible team, and from our brand to yours, we just can't thank you guys enough, and we really look forward to 2021 for more reasons than just 2020 not being the best year, but you guys really stepped up, and we're so happy to be a part of that brand and be a part of the food bank. So thank you guys for everything you do, and really appreciate the award.
Great, thanks again to Boo Diapers. Our next awardee is Baby to Baby, who has donated thousands of diapers to the North County Food Bank, along with children's clothing and school supplies. Baby to Baby is a national nonprofit serving communities across the United States. And also we have a video on Baby to Baby.
Hi, my name is Alyssa, and I am the National Program Manager at Baby to Baby. We just wanted to say a huge thank you for this wonderful recognition. We would not be able to do the work that we're doing across the country without partners like you all, and we're so grateful to have the opportunity to work together to reach even more children living in poverty across the country. So thank you so much for this wonderful award, and we're really looking forward to continuing our work together.
Great. Round of applause for Baby to Baby, please. So our next category is our Food Drive Hero Award. And this is being sponsored by Baker Home Energy, which is a tremendous partner. San Diego Food Bank been partnering with us for a long time. Most notably is Baker partnered with the San Diego Food Bank to put over 1,400 solar panels on our Miramar facility. That saves our agency about $120,000 a year, which equates to about 600,000 meals. But Baker didn't stop there. They've been working hard. They're a stage sponsor for our annual Blues Festival and support San Diego Food Bank and North County Food Bank events throughout the year. So, it takes great partners like Baker to really do our important work. So I have the pleasure of inviting Mike Tereso, who is the president of Baker Electric Home Energy. Mike.
Thank you, Jim. So on behalf of Baker Electric Home Energy, we're proud to be the presenting sponsor for the Food Drive Hero Awards. The Baker Electric has been here in North County in Escondido since 1938, fourth generation family-owned business, and it's our honor and our pleasure to be part of this group here in serving the North County. So our first awardee is the Santa Luz Community Council. In response to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Santa Luz Community Council hosted a virtual food drive with their residents and raised over $10,000 and providing more than 52,000 meals to families in need. The Santa Luz is a very giving community, and they are now about to launch their second virtual food drive for the holidays. So congratulations to the Santa Luz Community Council. Our next awardee is the City of Solana Beach. At the start of the pandemic, the City of Solana Beach hosted a virtual food drive for the Solana Beach residents to donate to the North County Food Bank. They raised over $5,000, providing more than 27,000 meals to the North County residents in need. We have a brief video from the City of Solana Beach for you to view now.
Hello everyone, my name is Dan King with the City of Solana Beach, and I'd like to send a big thank you to the San Diego County Food Bank and the North County Food Bank for our successful and unique partnership in our first ever food drive. I would like to also send a special thanks to the residents of Solana Beach for their generosity in donating to those in need during these very difficult times. Thank you.
So back to Mr. Jim.
Okay. Now is my pleasure. The next category, our Food Donor Hero Award. It's my pleasure to invite David Rex of R&R Construction to the stage to present our Food Drive Hero Awards. Just a couple of words about R&R. Again, another tremendous long-term partner. Not only have we done construction projects together, but they've been the title sponsor of our gala down at the Miramar Warehouse for many years, and just could not ask for more steadfast, long-term partners than R&R. So, David, come on up.
Thank you, Jim. On behalf of Richard Construction, I'm honored to present this year's Food Donor Award. Everybody should give, especially this year. And we're in no league as far as Baker Electric being around for, since 1913, but we've been around for 30 years here in North County. So anyway, the first awardee is the Del Rey Avocado Company. Del Rey Avocado has donated over 161,000 pounds of avocados to North County Food Bank since mid-March to distribute to families in need, and that's a lot of avocados. Del Rey Avocado has always believed it was their duty and honor to be good neighbors and stewards to their local community. When the North County Food Bank moved to Vista last year, Del Rey was here to support their new neighbors. We have a brief video of Del Rey Avocados to view now.
On behalf of Del Rey Avocado, I want to thank the North County Food Bank for honoring us with this award. But more importantly, as a company, Del Rey has been very blessed and very honored to be able to support the North County community, and we will continue to do so in the future. Thank you very much for this award.
Thank you, Del Rey Avocados. Our next award is Bitchin' Sauce, who has donated over 36,600 pounds of their vegan sauces to North County Food Bank. Community is very important to Bitchin' Sauce, and Bitchin' Sauce recently announced their new charitable giving arm, Bitchin' Given, which supports children and families. We have a brief video of Bitchin' Sauce to view now.
Hi, my name is Star Edwards and I am the founder and CEO at Bitchin' Sauce. Thank you so much to the North County Food Bank for honoring us with the Food Donor Hero Award. We are very grateful to be recognized in this way. Coronavirus has been a tough time for everyone, and we are just very glad that we were able to contribute at least a little bit. We really appreciate all of the work that the North County Food Bank does for our community, and we look forward to getting through this together. Have a bitchin' day.
Have a bitchin' day.
Thanks, Dave, and I'd just like to say you did a bitchin' job of doing that. I've always wanted to say that without getting in trouble, and so I've one time, and Chris is probably uncomfortable right now. So let's see. Okay. So our next category is the Public Service Hero Award. It's my pleasure to present these awards. This year's Public Service Hero Award category is sponsored by Rotary Route 78. And the award category goes to elected officials in the North County region who have supported the important work of the North County. So our first awardee for the Public Service Hero Award is Supervisor Jim Desmond. Jim has been a big supporter of the North County Food Bank, and he helped us purchase that refrigeration unit that you may be able to hear in the background. He's also advocated for us, provided funding, and also with the county as far as helping the San Diego Food Bank get CARES Act funding. So a big thank you to Jim Desmond, and I think we have a video, Jim?
Hey, hello folks, Supervisor Jim Desmond here. I want to reach out and say thank you very much to the North County Food Bank for giving me an award for being one of the COVID heroes during this crisis. The Food Bank does a great job for North County. Actually, countywide, the Food Bank provides hundreds of thousands of people meals, every day. We appreciate that fact. They do it. Most of the people are volunteers at the food banks. They do a great, fantastic job helping those who are out of work during this COVID crisis and helping families in need. Thanks, Food Bank. Thanks for the award. And thank you for everything you do.
Our next awardee for the Public Service Hero Award is Supervisor Kristen Gaspar. Supervisor Gaspar has been a longtime supporter of the North County Food Bank. She has provided substantial funding to many of our efforts in the North County region. She actually split the costs with Jim on the refrigeration unit, and she's been a big donor to our Food for Kids backpack program. And we just can't thank Kristen enough for her tremendous support of the North County Food Bank. We could not do the important work without great supporters. So I believe we have a quick photo of Kristen. Video.
Thank you to the North County Food Bank for naming me one of your COVID-19 heroes. Over this pandemic, it really has been incredible watching the response from the North County Food Bank, quickly assembling, making sure that you were taking care of twice as many people during this incredibly challenging time. So to Jim Flores, the entire team at the North County Food Bank, including the most powerful mustache in San Diego County, thank you for your tireless efforts and for this honor.
At least she didn't say my mustache was bitching. So, okay. Our next awardee for the Public Service Hero Award is Assemblymember Tasha Borner Horvath. In the state legislature, Assemblymember Horvath has been a staunch advocate for food banks and hunger relief programs throughout the state. Obviously, that affects what we're doing here in San Diego and North County. And she's supported the North County Food Bank through participating in distributions, for helping us find funding and helping us, linking us with community partners to support our important work. She has just been an amazing, amazing supporter of the North County Food Bank. Video of Tasha.
Hi everyone, my name is Tasha Borner Horvath, and it's a privilege to serve as your state assembly member for Encinitas, Carlsbad, Oceanside Vista, and Camp Pendleton. I'm honored to have been named a 2020 Public Service Hero by the North County Food Bank. When times are tough, keeping food on the table has to come first, and the food bank has stepped up in a big way to deliver for North County. I was proud to partner with the food bank in May to serve hospitality workers when so many of them have been furloughed or laid off. Supporting workers affected by this pandemic has been a priority of mine, and the food bank has been essential in that effort. I want to thank all the staff and volunteers at the North County Food Bank for all their important work this year. We truly couldn't do it without you. Stay safe, North County.
Big thank you to Assemblymember Horvath. And our last recipient of the Public Service Hero Award is Congressman Mike Levin. Mike has been a huge advocate for the North County Food Bank, for the San Diego Food Bank, and for food banks throughout the United States. He's also supported food drives here in his district. And then last year, we do so much service for low-income military families, and he really shined the spotlight on the fact that so many low-income military families are having a hard time putting food on the table. So we could not be more thankful to Congressman Levin for his support of the North County Food Bank. Mike?
Hi, this is Congressman Mike Levin. First, I want to say thank you to everyone at the North County Food Bank for everything you're doing to keep families in our community fed. As you know, this pandemic has been devastating for so many people who are now facing food insecurity. But thanks to your work, our neighbors can access nutritious food. There's so much more we're going to need to do to support our community during these challenging times. Please know that I'll continue to support your work in Congress in any way that I can. And together, we're going to do everything possible to ensure that no one in our region goes hungry. I'm incredibly honored to receive the Public Service Hero Award and proud to continue to partner with all of you at the North County Food Bank. Thanks so much.
Now it is my pleasure to invite Deep Sethi of the Sethi Management to the stage to present our Corporate and Foundation Hero Awards.
Jim, thank you. On behalf of Sethi Management, I am here to present the Corporate and Foundation Hero Award. Sethi Management's been in North County since 2009, and we're excited to start this partnership with the North County Food Bank. You guys do a tremendous service for the county. Our first awardee is Neurocrine Biosciences. At the beginning of COVID-19 pandemic, Neurocrine Biosciences donated $350,000 to the North County Food Bank, which provided 1,750,000 meals to families in need. We have a brief video for Neurocrine Biosciences to watch now.
Hi everybody, Dave Boyer here. I'm the Chief Corporate Affairs Officer at Neurocrine Biosciences, a biotechnology company where we discover, develop, and deliver for patients medicines for neurological, endocrine, and psychiatric disorders. We were founded about 30 years ago here in San Diego, and currently of our 800 or so employees nationwide, about 400 of those are based right here at our Carmel Valley headquarters. You know, when the pandemic was unfolding, we knew we wanted to find the right ways to help support the communities we're part of, address the social and economic challenges that COVID was causing or worsening. We knew pretty quickly that food insecurity was a priority for us, and from there, partnering with the North County Food Bank and the San Diego Food Bank, for that matter, was a natural and obvious fit. So to Jim and the North County Food Bank team, thanks for the high honor of receiving your Corporate and Foundation Hero Award this year. But more importantly, thanks for everything you do every day for the North County community. Keep up the great work. Stay healthy out there. Thanks again, and hope everyone enjoys the program this evening.
Thank you, Neurocrine Biosciences. Our next awardee is Rockstar San Diego. Rockstar donated $150,000 to North County Food Bank at the start of COVID-19, and that donation provided 750,000 meals to help feed families financially impacted by the pandemic. Thank you, Rockstar, for your amazing support. Our final awardee tonight is the title sponsor, the Rincon brand of the Luiseno tribe of Indians. As a major supporter of North County Food Bank, the Rincon tribe has donated hundreds of thousands of dollars, which has helped Food Bank move to a larger facility and feed thousands of more families in every month. It is my pleasure to invite Chairman Bo Mazzetti to the stage to receive tonight's award and make a few brief remarks.
Like I said, we're fortunate to be able to help others that are less fortunate. So I know our people are happy to be able to help other folks that are in need, especially with this time. Thank you, Jim. Thank you.
Take a photo? Oh.
You go like that? We gotta go like that? Ah, hell. Thank you.
Thanks, Bo. Appreciate your tremendous support. Small token of our appreciation. The sixth category is our Nonprofit Partner Hero Award, and it is presented by Kaiser Permanente. So I'd like to thank Kaiser for their tremendous long-term support of the San Diego Food Bank. Not only they have supported many of our events, they've supported some of our nutrition initiatives, because the San Diego Food Bank prides itself on being a nutrition bank, and Kaiser has just been a great community citizen supporting our important work. So again, a tip of the hat to Kaiser for all their support. So the first recipient of the Nonprofit Partner Hero Award is the San Marcos Seventh-day Adventist Church. The San Marcos Seventh-day Adventist Church is one of our top North County agencies. They recently became a member of our Super Pantry program, and also they're one of our diaper bank hubs. Since March, since March, they distributed over 200,000 pounds of food, over 36,000 diapers, and they serve nearly 500 households every week. So we have a short video from the Seventh-day Adventist Church of San Marcos.
I wanted to say thank you for the North County Food Bank for their deliveries to help feed the needy and the homeless in our community.
And we'd also like to thank Katie and the diaper team for delivering the diapers every month. We give out about 4,000 diapers a month. It really makes a difference in the community. Thanks so much for giving us the diapers and the food every month.
Our next awardee is the Mission San Luis Rey Parish. This is another one of our top agencies and Super Pantry partner. They serve about 300 households every week, and they have distributed almost 68,000 pounds of food and 22,000 diapers just since mid-March. We have a short video from the Mission San Luis Rey Parish.
Good evening. My name is Angel Ibarra, and on behalf of Mission San Luis Rey Parish, I'd like to thank the North County Food Bank for the great honor of receiving the Nonprofit Hero Award. I'd also like to take a few moments to thank everyone who made this award possible, our amazing team of volunteers, our parish staff and pastors, and of course the amazing families who come to us every week. We love being part of your family. Thank you so much, and thank you, North County Food Bank.
Our third awardee is the Shiloh Church of God. The Shiloh Church of God serves 500 to 600 households per month. With one monthly distribution in Oceanside and one monthly distribution for the Mesa Grande Band of Mission Indians. Since March, they have distributed over 152,000 pounds of food. Quick video of the Shiloh Church of God.
Hello, I'm Pastor George Bailey from Shiloh Church of God in Christ in Oceanside, California, 1517 Dubuque Street. And we'd like to take this opportunity to thank the North County San Diego Food Bank for this partnership and allowing us to distribute food to all of our neighbors and our families in the Oceanside community. We really appreciate this time and this wonderful blessing that they've allowed us to have, and to be able to be a real, true neighbor to our community. Thank you so much for all that you do, and please come and be with us every month, last Thursday of the month, and we will be able to help you if you are in need.
So our next category is the Individual and Family Hero Award. And I will be recognizing the Individual and Family Hero Award on behalf of our sponsor, Wells Fargo Bank. Wells Fargo has been a tremendous partner with the San Diego Food Bank for many, many years. They've contributed over $750,000 to our efforts through the years, through their foundation grants, and being a major sponsor of our largest food drives. So again, and then they volunteer regularly in the warehouse. So we have a short video from Wells Fargo from CEO Arroyo.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for this celebration. Wells Fargo is proud to support the San Diego Food Bank's 2020 Champion Awards as we honor our COVID-19 heroes. Over the years, we have had the opportunity to support many of the San Diego Food Bank's hunger relief programs, which have raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for those in need. Today, as we continue to face the challenges as a result of the global pandemic, we are thankful to the San Diego Food Bank for truly stepping up to provide vital hunger relief services to families, children, and seniors facing food insecurity across San Diego. On behalf of Wells Fargo, I'd like to congratulate all of the honorees and also thank the San Diego community for their continued generosity, dedication, and support of the San Diego Food Bank.
Our first awardee that we'd like to recognize and honor is Karen Thompson for her donations to the food bank's mission. Karen's generous support is helping us feed families in need across the North County community. Round of applause for Karen. Our next recipient is to Karen and Hema Majumudar for their donations to the North County Food Bank's mission. Their generous support is helping us provide hunger relief services and so much food to people in need in the North County region, and we could not thank them enough. So thanks again to Karen, Corinne, and Hema. Our last category is the Corporate Volunteer, our 8th category of Corporate Volunteer Hero Award. And I will be doing that on behalf of Scripps Health, another tremendous supporter and partner of the San Diego Food Bank. So I want to thank Scripps Health for your dedication to our community, your partnership, and your support of those important awards. Our first awardee for the Corporate Volunteer Hero Award is Albertsons Vons at District 55. A team from Albertsons Vons answered the food bank's call for volunteers during the pandemic, and they have volunteered every month since. To date, they've already, since the beginning of the pandemic, volunteered over 200 hours. Over the last decade, Albertsons Vons has sponsored our summer food drive, our holiday food drive, which raises millions of pounds of food for the San Diego Food Bank. In addition, just this year, they've donated over $1 million to support our hunger relief efforts, and they just been such a great, great partner for the San Diego Food Bank and our North County Food Bank. And I have to put a plug in. It's a holiday food drive season, so this month we'll be doing our Turkey Bucks program where people can make a donation at the cash register. Those purchase pre-made meals for low-income families, especially low-income military families. And then we'll move into the famous bag campaign at all Vons and Albertsons locations. The checker will ask you if you want to add $5 to your bill. And we really need to have the holiday food drive do well this year with those incredible food purchases, $8 million. We really need the community to donate a lot of food to our efforts. So we have a quick video of our point person for District 55, Ryan Adams.
All right, truly humbled and honored to be accepting this award. When we heard how many families were in need in North County and the great partnership we have with the food bank, it was a no-brainer to jump into action. We have monthly time slots pre-scheduled for our teams to help give back and help with the distribution. And the partnership we have with the food bank is something we truly value. And with all of the operations staff and the store teams being able to participate at that facility, it's just strengthened that partnership even more. And looking forward to the continued success of the food bank, and just happy to be such a small part of it.
Last but not least is our Volunteer Hero Award for the individual. This year's Individual Volunteer Hero Award goes to Cindy Armstrong. Cindy has been a dedicated volunteer since March when the COVID-19 pandemic first reached San Diego. She's personally volunteered over 300 hours, and she has become a critical part of the North County Food Bank team. Last month, Cindy was promoted to the role of volunteer shift lead, and now she oversees and manages volunteer groups. And I've said it before, we could not do our important work with this incredible army of volunteers, over 20,000 volunteers countywide. And again, we could not do our important work without these very dedicated volunteers. So a huge congratulations and a tip of the hat to Cindy Armstrong for her winning this award. We have a short video with Cindy.
I'm actually very honored and very humbled, and I feel like, I think that I'm being awarded for being volunteering, and yet I feel like I get so much from the experience, the people I've met, the gratitude and appreciation. It's just heartwarming and amazing in times that are otherwise hard. This is such a positive for me personally. So I thank you guys.
Round of applause for Cindy. And I think maybe you might have caught this in some of the photos, but these are the actual awards that people are getting, something a little more creative. Cans, that kind of what we do. So again, just a big round of applause for all our recipients this year. My closing remarks are pretty simple. I think we've said a lot already today. It takes a community to feed a community. We're so excited about our work here in the North County. When we came up here, we got some pushback. People said there was no poverty in North County. We obviously know there's a good amount of poverty up here. And just the way that the North County community has rallied around their local food bank and have supported us and has helped us, and they've donated food, they've donated money, they've volunteered, they've supported our events. So a huge tip of the hat to the North County community. And one of the things I love to say about North County residents, they show up. We do an open house here, 150 people come to the open house. So we love North County, we love what we're doing up in this region. A lot of work ahead of us. The pandemic's not going away anytime soon, but I could not be more proud of the work of the San Diego Food Bank and our North County Food Bank chapter. And we realized a few weeks into the pandemic that we had actually built a ship to weather the storm. We've worked so hard on organizational excellence, great relationship with donors, the media, elected officials, Hallmark programs, Hallmark financials, and a crazy good culture among our volunteers and our staff. These people have all come together so dedicated to supporting what we're doing. So we didn't know it at the time, but our striving for organizational excellence has helped us build a ship to weather the storm. So our message to the community, if you need help, there's no shame in that. We have people who've never had to ask for help before. There's plenty of food. We just need to stay calm, stay together, and together we'll weather the storm. So thank you all for your support. Thank you all for logging in today. And don't forget, Tri-City Hospital will be matching all contributions up to $25,000. Have a great night.